Hi there, everybody. Welcome to another album review. My name is Christian Eschbach. Alright, so another album I didn't think I'd be doing a review for, but here we are doing the review anyways because I have my hands on a nice copy of it. We are talking about Cream Wheels of Fire. Now, first off, let's take a moment to check out this artwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, check that out. You do the inside cover. All right. So clearly there is some definite psychedelia involved in this. Now, this is a double vinyl. One is a studio album, and the other one is a live album. I'm actually going to talk about the live album first. The live album consists of 4 songs. You got Crossroads and Spoonful on side 1, Train Time and Toad on side 2. Crossroads is one of those songs that, while I don't mind it, it's not a song I've ever really overly been into. I like the story behind it. I enjoy it to a degree while it's being played, but it's and I've heard different bands do it, and I've yet to find one that I totally enjoy yet. Who knows? So it's nothing personal against the bands. That's just the song. But then we get into Spoonful, and Spoonful is 16 minutes and 44 seconds. Now, my last band, the Howling Odyssey, which you can find a link in the comments down below too. That's where I do a lot of my music projects now because I kept it running after the band broke up. We were a jam band. At our core, we were a jam band. That's what we did. So I can appreciate some good jamming. I also know when the jamming is definitely everybody masturbating, and that's the problem. There's parts in the Spoonful jam section that's decent. There could be some real good parts pulled out of there and turned into some great music, but that's kind of where that ends. Um, not not a thing, not a thing for me. And it really gets off the rails and not in a good way. And that's funny because going into the next track, Train Time. Now, Train Time is 6:52 and Toad is 15:53. With my vinyl, I've mentioned in previous episodes because of where it's placed. Let's see here. It's placed right here. Because of where it's placed, yeah, I know the top's dusty, but it's the top that's dusty. Uh, because I don't see the light doesn't hit it very well. I can't see the grooves properly and necessarily see where the tracks are ending and switching over. So I have a harder time telling. It's not like I can with the compact disc, right? So I'm not sure where Train Time ends and Toad begins. And I'm just going to look at them both as one just continuous song. And as one continuous song, I think it's great because you got this great. I love drums and harmonica. Drums. Well, I play drums. I play harmonica. So of course I love drums and harmonica. So Train Time. That's what I'm viewing most of Train Time as is drums and harmonica, and then it goes into Toad, and Toad then goes into a drum solo. Unless Toad is specifically just the drum solo, I really should know better on this. And I know I've covered the song Toad already, and I don't know why I'm blanking on it. There's just is one of those songs, right? What are you gonna do? But the drum solo itself, as a drummer, I could go either way on the drum solo. As you know, it's not like Train Time. Train Time's really cool. I like the harmonica mix with the drums going on. I find it really enjoyable that way. The drum solo though on Toad, it doesn't tell a story. That's the problem, and that's where I really have issues with drum solos. And I've mentioned this previously as well. A drum solo shouldn't just sound like you're running through rudiments. It shouldn't just sound like you're you're trying to showboat on how fast you can do rolls. It shouldn't be like a drum show. You should be able to pick up a melody in a drum solo still. You should be able to hear a song in there still. You know, especially consider Ginger Baker did not use just, you know, a little 5-piece kit, okay? Now myself, I go really heavy on the cymbals, but you know, I go heavy on the rest of the drums as well. You can just see a small smattering there. It's just one of those things, man. I got issues with it, you know. But we'll get into the rest. So, looking at this in a modern context of how I buy a lot of my music now, um, using, say, Black Sabbath 13 as an example here, or all the bands, you know, all the Alice Cooper albums that are coming out with re releases, you know, for the anniversaries with the bonus disc, okay? Would I recommend buying this album with the bonus disc? No, not unless you're a die-hard Cream fanatic. Then okay. Otherwise, just the main studio album on its own is all you need. And just that main studio album, for the most part, I mean, it's a pretty good album. If you're into Cream, it's a great album. For myself, I'm not as much of a Cream fan as I thought I would be, or as much as I would hope I would be. But Wheels of Fire, I think, is one of those albums that you really should own. I just don't think you need the live album. I think the live album is just gratuitous BS, really. The other thing I thought that was really interesting on here, and I know that it's always been a very big point of contention with Cream specifically, is the fact that there is not a single credit on here for Eric Clapton. Not one. And considering Spoonful erupts into a giant jam, I really do think it's a little BS that he's not credited on there, especially considering when you get into the giant jam part, there is no definitive melody, there is no definitive anything, and I really think that not giving him credit on this specific version is honestly BS. I think it was a way to screw him out of it. And the other thing that goes with that is after listening to this, and I know I've said this before as well, I don't think I'm as big of a fan of Clapton as a guitarist as I thought I would be, or as I thought I should be, or you know, I always grew up hearing how great Clapton is, and you know, like Clapton plays the guitar solo on one of my all-time favorite songs, and that's the Beatles' "While My Guitar Gently Weeps," and I absolutely love that solo. I think it's absolutely beautiful and amazing. But overall, I'm not a Clapton fan. I'm not. Uh, and when it comes to Cream with the writing credits, it's impressive how many credits Ginger Baker actually has. And it's amazing how much I do more or less enjoy the songs and the music where Ginger Baker does have credits. So I am a Ginger Baker fan, it seems. uh, yeah. Um, Train Time is the only thing on that second album. Uh, Realistic. Okay, so what I would do if I were to do a modern release of this album, okay, I would put Train Time on it as a bonus track, and that's call it a day. That's it. Because I do think people should hear Train Time. I think that one was really good. I really enjoyed that one. Anyways, folks, that's it. I've at this point rambled on enough. Let me know what you think. That's what the comment section is for. Am I being too hard on this? Am I not being hard enough? I'm not sure. Uh, you let me know. On your way in the comments there should be a couple links in the comments as well that I've posted. You can check those out. Like button, subscribe button, bells for notification. Peace, love, take care.